Morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be starting a brand new series in which I'm going to talk about every profession here in Classic and why you should go that profession in hardcore. When it comes to professions, there are so many choices that you have why you would go a profession if you plan to actually use this profession, if it's just there to sort of get you income, just a number of things that you really have to think about when you're deciding. So I'm going to give you pretty much all the pros that I can think of every profession, and hopefully that helps you guys out a ton. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the very first profession we're going to be talking about is going to be engineering. So why would you want to be an engineer in hardcore? Well, engineering definitely isn't one that you're going to take to make a lot of gold. There isn't too much gold in it. Well, you can make some gold just by making sappers and some in-game things. You're not going to really profit like you will with a lot of crafting ones, such as like tailoring, for example. But engineering comes with a ton of utility and things that are almost essential in hardcore, because every single one of these things can be used in some way that might save your life at some point. So it has an incredibly high value for utility. So let's talk about those utility items. So first off, we have training dummies. These are the best thing to save your life. You throw it down and it is an AoE taunt that will make all monsters in the area attack that dummy for 15 seconds or until it's killed. There are 3 levels of them, and the only difference is the amount of health it has. So you can use just the default one if you just want a quick taunt to get everything off you, but the better the dummy, the longer it will last. And these dummies are incredibly cheap to make. They just take a little bit of resource, so the cost to create these is not high at all. So you can save your life for like 20 silver if you're just making the basic target dummies. So very, very high value in those, especially on hardcore. Now, 2 other items that I really want to talk about are C-form charges. So these can be used to open locked doors, which are really nice if you don't have a rogue with you. The best place that you're going to be using these is BRD, Blackrock Depths, that I can think of, or Dire Mall North, trying to do a buff run as a character without a rogue. These are incredible for that. Next, I want to talk about flame deflectors and ice deflectors. These are level 15 and level 21. They're kind of cheap to make. They can be rather expensive, especially the ice deflector, but they get 5 charges, and they essentially give you a frost ward or a fire ward if you're a mage, you know, those type of abilities that can absorb it. And since there are a lot of casters out there that use like Fireball and Ice Bolt or Frost Bolt very early on, like in an example, you can have this when you're fighting the Defias Pillagers in Westfall, this small flame deflector. And while it does cost a bit to make, it could save your life if you pull 1 or 2 of them and you're trying to run away. You just pop that and they'll absorb 3 or 4 spells from them. So just something small like that could be used to save your life. Next, I want to go to damage items, sort of explosives, and what you can do. So essentially there are 2 types of bombs, and these scale all the way up. You have dynamite, which is just pure damage, and then you have bombs, which is a little less damage, but it comes with a stun. And the damage just goes up with these all the way, and then the stun effect also goes up with these as well. So the higher up you go, the more damage you get, and the longer stun that you get. And that's pretty much true all the way up with these. So, and they do share a cooldown. So, like, if you really want to kill stuff fast, you can risk throwing a dynamite. But you're probably going to want to stick to bombs just for that CC effect, because the damage isn't too much of a difference. Next, I want to talk about the gear that you can get. Mainly these early goggles, they only require an engineering level up until you get to this one at 32. But all of these goggles that you see right here just require engineering level. So when you're level 15, you can make all of these goggles that you see here, which can be very, very powerful early on, because you don't really start to get a helmet slot till around level 27 to 30 is when you start to find the first helmets that are available to you. But other than that, they're just sort of restricted by your engineering level. This one right here that has 21 spell power on it, which is great for every caster. If you invest the money in it, you can literally use this at level 25 because you can get 225 engineering at that level. So it's just something that's super big that you can get early on. However, to get your engineering to that, you are going to have to put a lot of gold to it. So it's definitely something to consider on a second type character. Then if you're a hunter or something, you can also make some nice ammo. This is pretty simple to make, so it's always nice just to have your ammo instead of having to spend money to buy it. It's really good on like first characters, as well as you can also have guns that you can make, which are really nice for dwarf hunters here on Alliance because they get gun specs. So you can just be an engineer, make your ammo, make your guns, and go through it all that way. That is going to be my personal plan with my dwarf hunter that I am going to be start leveling. Then finally, I want to talk about all of these enchants that engineering provides. They have these enchanted items that are super unique, and the only problem with using these in hardcore and classic is they have a chance to backfire, and those backfire chances can launch you straight up in the air. They can teleport you to random places. Just so many things that can go wrong. However, the effect is pretty nice and it could save your life. I wouldn't recommend using these until you have your parachute cloak. This gives you slow fall every 30 minutes, and I would also recommend that you never use these if your parachute cloak is down, because most of the scenarios that you can be put in from a malfunction put you up or deal a ton of damage to you, and it can just be really scary to sort of use these. But the safest one to have is a parachute cloak, especially if you're anything but a caster. You'll get a lot of benefit from that agility there. But essentially, that's it for my engineering video, guys. I hope this helps you sort of understand why you should take engineering, all the ways that it might save your life, and sort of be aware of those backfiring things. If you think I missed something, definitely drop it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to address it. But until next time, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.